What's up guys, welcome back. First, I just want to apologize for the previous videos whereby you were not hearing me. And the entirety of the video I was not checking any past recording after finishing, so that's my fault. I just want to give my deepest apology. I'm trying to aim to give the best quality of videos as possible, and you know, sometimes shit happens, but it's life. But yeah, I'll be checking regularly if things are still functional even as we proceed with the gameplay. Anyway, we did a couple of quests from the few episodes that I was able to show the gameplay, and right now what we have in store is let me see. Carnal sins. Go through the sewers to get to the mortuary. Yeah. So Dantlion's girlfriend Priscilla got beat up. Yeah, he got beat up and is not doing so well. She is not doing so well. Pronouns. So the plan is to go help her out. I wanna drop something. I'm too heavy. Some couple of items that I don't use. Let me see, like books. Let me drop books, especially the ones that I've already read. Hope I don't need them. Those books. What the heck? I'm still at 60. So books cost nothing on the what do you call it? On the inventory. Okay. I think it has to do with the armor. This one is too heavy. Man, I've got to let you go. Yeah. Maybe this? Might choose that. I need that. Is 105. Only need one. I might keep the blue one. Yeah, we should be fine. Let's proceed. So we're going with Joachim, the doctor.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Ouch! Alright, one down.
Let's dance.
Oh, it's this guy who throws shit. Alright. Drink some beer. Are they coming for me? Yeah, they are. Alright. Oh boy. There we go.
I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me.
Let me meditate. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's proceed on.
Where to now? Up.
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you
Oh
understand
my.
what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberates. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
The way she
Take the ladder.
sings, she used to sing well, or she sings well. Now that we
This is the
won't be able
place.
to hear her music
Come, The quicker
anymore.
we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Alright, think we're following her to this room. Following him. So find the dwarven's woodcarver's body using your witcher senses.
Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
Man, is this lab like an evil lab where they kill people and do human experiments of some sort?
Looks like necrophages got to this one.
So looking all over this place, let's check over this room.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
So head?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Let's look at something else. Let's examine the eye sockets. Look in his mouth. His larynx has been cut.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Look in his mouth.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
Eye sockets.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Torso.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Open his abdomen.
Cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Check the scar.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
The chest wound.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Let's examine something else. Hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
Genitals.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
You're probably right.
Right. Never mind.
Yeah, alright. I know enough.
Right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
This was a ritual murder. This was a punishment. No motive. Murder is murder. But I'm not sure my conclusion. My theory is there's someone looking. Someone is trying to restore their voice, so that's why they torture the victims and try to remove the voice box out of them, the laugh rings. Don't know much about human anatomy, but it seems like that's the case. No motive. Murder was mad. This was punishment. This was a ritual murder. Say that.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body, where was it found? You two know each other? Let's start with that.
Old friends.
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirans was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. You didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Could have told me you know the coroner, Nathaniel. Who is he? Let's start with that.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel, a rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Won't press you, I decided when I've heard enough. Yeah, I won't press him.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
So we were at the morgue. I don't remember we were at the killer's
Looks like rain.
like a secret lab. So investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked using your witch's senses. Okay. I think it should be this way. Then you're gonna examine the place where the woodcarver died using your witch's senses. And find Eustace the corpse collector and ask him. I think we were gonna do question to him. Question him. Oh. Actually, I'm supposed to go this way.
What's he doing here?
Is this necessary? On the road all day and now...
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
Been to Vizima?
You
The
know
word
who
is
I
it's
am.
more like
I'm
a
John
pigsty than a
I
cabin.
think it's this way. I think it's above. Yeah, it should be a... Wait, what? What does this lead to? Am I trespassing? I don't know where I'm going. Let me see where this leads to. Oh, there's a rooftop. Right, let's just get out of this place. Then here. Up again. And again. Oh! Now I'm in the sewers. God damn it. Should be up here.
I serve
Okay.
the eternal fire.
Hey, handsome.
So this is why she was
A
attacked.
brazier. This time of year.
It's like a...
Sis,
A brazier.
game.
This
Oh,
time of
wait a minute.
year.
Watch him, see what he does.
Human. Priscilla's.
What the fuck?
Together now. Kill the horse.
Do you want smoke from me?
You're carrion. That's right. Who do you think you are?
You want smoke? You'll get smoke.
Show me what you got.
One more.
Fucking come on! That's it, you.
Oh, it doesn't attack me anymore.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends? Priscilla wants the sole victim. Know that, don't you? You and Priscilla friends?
Friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Alright, so we were meant to fight those guys.
Awful pale. Oh.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Okay.
Man's footprint. The murderer's
Sorry about
maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
What do you want?
So examine the place where the woodcarvers died using your witcher senses. Okay, let's go to the woodcarvers' death points. Turn to the right.
No loitering round here.
Should be around here. Oh. I think we're climbing this. This one is locked.
One drink all I had. I had enough of this job.
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
Okay, let me knock.
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much. Lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
So you are charming creatures. Charming creatures.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft. Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Know much about the murder? Your brother have any enemies? You know much about the murder?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her?
Know where I can find her, this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Or I think we've talked enough now.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Alright, I think we're looking for it's over here.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Huh. Then
Murderer dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
I think we've left something back here. Concerned citizen sermon. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames, fire can prepare our nourishment, fire can drive off the horrors of the dark, yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with the eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you'll reap the consequences of your deeds, concerned citizen. Wow, what a writing. I think this is his shop.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Anything else we haven't checked?
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
So find Eustace the corpse collector. So I think we have been able to know more about Fabian's place. Go straight. And we climb these mini stairs. Go right, then a left. I think we're there.
Oi, Witcher! coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Sick of it all. Means bandits dropped them. Plain as that.
I think this is the corpse guy. Eustace.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian... Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
You searched him, collected other bodies with those injuries themselves first.
So there've been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Wow, that didn't turn out well. Requires delusion level 2. Advise you not to piss me off.
I'd advise you not to anger me, or you'll get an inside tour of the crematory.
Touch me, the guards will be hiding your ass for you count of 3.
To save a little shit like you? Doubt it.
These clever lads, more cleverer than you. They know Eustace, know they want me on their side, 'cause you'll all die one day, and then I'll decide where your body winds up. A grave, the crematorium, or elsewhere.
I'll be back. Tell me what you found. Here's some coin. So you need to give him 200?
We'll meet again.
Aye, when I load you into me wheelbarrow.
Okay, I need a delusion level. Certain level. Let me see. I think I can get it. This one is locked. Pop it. Okay. Emits a continuous stream of fire. That's odd. Restoration. Let me see.
Sick of it all.
Use Ard. Need something that has Ard. Ard. Precise axis signs. Two opponents can be flipped back at the same time. Tiger does not move towards 0. Huh. This is alchemy. I need to check on how to increase it. This is alchemy. Oh, I need to learn. Need to raise 200. How much to have? 13? Man, I'm broke. Alright, let's wrap up here and then we're gonna proceed on and figure out how we're gonna raise 200. The currency that is used in this place. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.